guys, it's Megan. Today's video is, or was going to be, a November favorites, but then December came and we're like a week and a half into December now. So I don't feel right calling it a November favorites, but it's basically November favorites plus a couple of things I've gotten in the last week or so that I'm really loving. So what we're gonna call this is a things I'm loving right now. And I have quite an array of things to show you guys today, so I am just gonna jump right on in, but I hope you're having a great day and just keep on watching for all of my favorites. We're gonna start out with beauty favorites because I've got a handful of them to get through. So first up, we are going to talk about lip products because I have a few right now. First off, this is something that I've only been using for the last week and a half or so, but I can already tell it is a lifetime favorite. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer Gloss, and this is in the shade Pink. And this basically is a lip plumping gloss, and I normally put it on top of my Lip Glow Balm, and it just is a beautiful pairing, and it is kind of tingly and makes your lips feel plumper and almost a little stingy, but not like the painful stingy like a lot of lip injection type products. But I really love this. Dior has some of my favorite lip products of all time, so I knew I would love it. But I picked this up during the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, and I've been holding on to it until my birthday, and I just broke it out in the last week and a half or so. Next, I have another lip gloss, and this one I have had for over a month now, and I have been loving it in pairing with another one of my lip products, so I'm going to kind of talk about both of them at the same time. There's the Lorac Alter Ego lip gloss in the shade Bay, which I am not a fan of the word Bay at all, but I love this lip gloss, and I love pairing it on top of the MAC Lip Tensity in Smoked Almond. This is a super creamy but pigmented lipstick, and I normally will just dab this onto my lips to kind of give a little bit of the color but not go full coverage with it. And then on top I will put the Bay lip gloss, which is quite a bit lighter, and I do a little bit of a lip contouring type of situation, so it looks a little bit darker on the outer edges and lighter in the middle. And I love these two paired together. They are a gorgeous nude for this time of year, and I have just been loving them. This came as a set, and I think there were 5 of them, and I really love all of them. They're super pigmented, as you can see right here, but this is my favorite. This is the one I've been reaching for the most, so I would buy the set alone just for this one. And while we're talking about lips, we might as well talk about my last lip product, but this is not like those lip products at all. This is a lip scrub from Lush, and it is the Sugar Plum Fairy lip scrub. This is a sugar scrub, and it is a really pretty purple color, and it tastes like plummy blackcurrant flavor. And what's awesome about this is you basically just put a little bit on your lips and scrub all to get the dead skin off of them, and then you can eat the sugar, and it is all edible, so you don't have to feel bad about it if some of it gets ingested. So I really love this. It smells great. I love Lush products, and it's been really great. I love using this and then putting lip balm on top. It is just like the most heavenly feeling on earth. My next beauty product is a bronzer, and I have been wanting this for such a long time because you all know I love Hourglass powders, and so whenever they came out with bronzers, I was like, I'm gonna need that. And it took me a little while, but I finally got one. This one is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light, and it is gorgeous. It is the bronzer I have on today, and I am in love with it. It is so pretty. This I use like I would any other bronzer. I just take my big fat Morphe E2 brush and just swirl it around and swirl it all over my face basically, and I just love it so much. Hourglass powders are the most luxurious feeling powders I have ever tried. So if you are looking for a blush, a highlighter, I haven't tried the strobing powders, but I feel confident in recommending them. If you need a bronzer, if you need just a plain powder, Hourglass is the one to look at. Next up, I have a mascara favorite, and this has taken me months to decide I actually really like, and it is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. When I first got this, it was a more wet formula, and I just found that it wasn't as easy to work with. It just kind of clumped in my lashes, And so it took a little bit of drying out for me to really appreciate it, but now it is the #1 mascara I've been reaching for a couple of weeks now. And I love it. It is now a more dry formula, and the brush is really thin, which is nice because I also have been finding lately that with the fluffier brushes, I'm getting mascara all over my eyelids whenever I put it on. So I've really been relying on this one to not get all over my eyelid, and I really, really like the effect it has on my short, stubby lashes. There are a lot of great Benefit gift sets right now for Christmas, so I'm sure you can find one with roller lash in it. And speaking of lashes, why not talk about the fake lashes that are clearly on my eyes? They are the Eylure Texture eyelashes, and I am in love. These are the prettiest strip lashes I have ever tried, and while they look a little bit dramatic, they also look kind of natural, and that's what I like about these. They are a little bit more messily put onto the lash band, so they're kind of fluttery and stick out in different directions, so it looks like natural lashes. So I've really been enjoying these, and I am getting better at putting lashes on. I wouldn't say I'm a pro by any means yet, but I have found that if I get really, 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 really close to a mirror, then I can kind of make them look okay, but they're not perfect. But I'm getting there. So I've really been loving those, and I really only wear them for like special occasions and for filming. Next beauty favorite is a micellar water, and this one has been hyped for so long on YouTube that for the last almost 3 years that I've been watching, I have known that I've wanted to try it, and it has taken me this long to actually try it because I got a sample in Birchbox and realized, oh my god, this is amazing. It's as great as everyone has said it is. So I bought a big bottle, and it is the Bioderma Sensebo H2O Solution Micellar Makeup Removing Micelle Solution. This is the sensitive version, and I love this stuff. I primarily use it to take off my eye makeup because, as you may or may not know, I use a cleansing oil to take off my makeup, and I was just finding that it was taking a lot of rubbing to get my eye makeup off every day, and I would prefer to be gentler on my eyelashes and not take them out because there are not that many there to begin with. So I started using a micellar water on cotton pads, and I just kind of rest it on my eyelids for 10 to 20 seconds and then wipe away, and it gets the majority of my eye makeup off. And this has just been really great, and it's great for sensitive eyes. So if you are looking to try a new micellar water and wondering if Bioderma is as amazing as everyone says it is, it is. Give it a try. And then my last beauty favorite is a perfume that I got for my birthday. It is the Nest Citrine perfume. I have this in a rollerball, and I'm pretty positive last month, maybe October, I talked about it in my favorites because I have almost used up the entire rollerball. And Ryan got me the actual bottle of perfume for my birthday, and I love it so much. This is definitely my perfume of 2016 and probably my favorite perfume of all time now. So if you are a fan of fresh, citrusy, really beautiful scents, definitely give this a smell at your local Sephora. It is worth it. Next, I have a couple of kind of interesting food-related favorites, which I don't normally do, but I have been so obsessed with trying different stuff at Trader Joe's and trying new drinks that I have found some that are all-time favorites now. So my food favorite this month is the Trader Joe's 3 cheese wafers. These are basically little crackers that taste similar almost to like Goldfish, but they're not as salty and they're not as processed tasting, if that makes sense. But they're these thin little wafers, and it just satisfies that snack craving for me whenever I want something to chew on that's salty but not covered in salt, basically. But I'm just loving these. They are so, so good. And if you are looking for a Goldfish substitute, then look no further than Trader Joe's. Next, I have a couple of drink favorites, and the first is a tea. I found this at Whole Foods, and I recognized the brand because a lot of my UK people that I follow really like this brand of tea, and so I was really interested in trying it, and it is Clipper tea. And I tried the organic Rise and Shine blend. I also got one of their Sleepy Time mixes, and I love that one too. but I drink this one every day. I don't drink the other one every day. So the way that I drink this is I brew 2 tea bags in about 12 ounces of hot water. And then I add 1 packet of Splenda and then a bunch of ice, and I drink it iced because that way I can enjoy it for longer. And so I really, really, really love this. It's got a super sweet lemony scent, and it also has yerba mate in it, so there is some natural caffeine to it, so it's good at waking you up. And it also is a good hunger suppressant. So I really, really love this for the morning. It definitely gets me up and running every day, and I think I'm on my 3rd box now, so it is definitely an everyday favorite for me. And another beverage that I have been loving that I am actually going to open after I talk to you about it because I'm getting kind of thirsty is LaCroix. And I held off on trying this for such a long time because I really don't like sparkling water all that much. And so I didn't think that I would really enjoy this, but I found myself drinking a lot more soda than I have been most of the year. In the last couple of months, I've been drinking a lot more soda than I normally would. And so I decided I was going to try and find a soda substitute so I could get that soda craving filled but not reach for the actual soda. And so I gave LaCroix a try because I figured this is going to taste as close as possible to Sprite without all of the sugar in it. And oh my god, I love it. It is so good. And it really gives you that carbonated feeling like you're drinking a soda, but it's got nothing in it but carbonated water and natural flavors for lime. So definitely a great way to curb the soda craving if you are looking for one. And then a few favorites that are not really tangible. I went to a concert not too long ago. It was for Grouplove. Ryan won tickets on the radio, which I know is like something that people don't, like, people actually win tickets on the radio. Like, that actually happens. He decided to call in one day and he won tickets, and so we got to go for free, and it was amazing. They were so good. Their new album Big Mess is so good, and both of the lead singers, I follow both of them on Instagram, and they are actually married and have a daughter, and she is the cutest thing in the world. So I'm obsessed with Grouplove right now. I really love them. And an album that I've been listening to a little bit more recently that Ryan actually discovered was Chance the Rapper's new album. It's called Coloring Book, and it's actually nominated for a couple of Grammys, and it's really good. I normally don't enjoy hip-hop, R&B type music, but I really like this one. A couple of TV favorites I've had in the last couple of months are Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, of course. I loved it. I love both of them so freaking much. It was amazing. It was everything I hoped it would be. And then I also have been watching Broad City with Ryan. It's a Comedy Central show, and it's incredibly vulgar and has a lot of really kind of questionable themes, but it is so freaking funny. We've been watching that a lot lately. So I've really been enjoying both of those shows, and I'm sure I will be watching Gilmore Girls again soon. And then I have a couple of audiobooks that I've been listening to. I have an Audible membership, and I have had it for a little while, but I don't really listen to audiobooks that often. I got it whenever we went to Florida over the summer because I knew I was going to need something to do on the long car drive, and I sometimes get car sick when I read, so I thought listening to an audiobook would be a good way to meet in the middle, and it was awesome. I really enjoyed the books that I listened to, but I found it hard to kind of pay attention to a story whenever I wasn't reading it myself, and so I tried a couple of biographies, and the ones that I really enjoy are the ones that are narrated by the author themselves, especially if it's an author that I recognize their voice. Then it's just fun because I get to listen to them for 6 hours. And so one of them that I really loved and just finished was Scrappy Little Nobody by Anna Kendrick. It was so good. I really enjoyed that book. And then right now I'm listening to Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. And she played Lorelai in Gilmore Girls, so obviously I know her voice very well. And I'm really enjoying that one too. But I just think it's a cool way to pass time whenever I am driving to and from work, or if I have a long car drive, like I drove to my hometown this past weekend to visit my parents for my birthday. And so I listened to an audiobook on the way there and on the way back. And it just makes time go by faster. It's a better thing to do than listen to music in my mind, because I am constantly engaged and it's not just like every 3 minutes something's changing. It's just constant. And then one last favorite I have, and it's a book favorite, is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I have been rereading all of the Harry Potter books over the last year and a half or so, and I just finished the Deathly Hallows, and I cried like a baby during one specific part. I'm not going to say anything because spoilers, obviously, but I can honestly say I don't think there will ever be a book series that is tied up so completely perfectly in the end than Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Like, there were so many things addressed and answered that I didn't even think I needed answered after reading all of the books. And there were even certain nods to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which, by the way, was an awesome movie as well. And I love how integrated her world that she has created is. And so I really, 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 really loved that book. And it's become my favorite of the series and my favorite movies as well, just because of how well developed it is and the fact that they're all adults at that point. I identify with it a lot better now. Yeah, I think that's everything for the stuff that I'm loving right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and are okay with the fact that I have been MIA for the last month, but I'm back now. Hopefully we will get onto a regular schedule, but Lord knows that the world always comes in and changes things up, so I might go away for a couple of weeks again if I get busy, but just know that I am always thinking about you guys, and I am always thinking about new content to create for you. And if you have any ideas, please, please, please leave a comment down below for anything that you want to see. I am happy to take suggestions, and I am happy to put out whatever you guys are interested in seeing. But until next time, I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday season and getting really pumped for Christmas. I know I am. And I will see you very, very soon with a new video. Bye!